front. Welcome to Fill in the Blank episode of The Realest Critics. This is a new season, new cast, new setup, similar setup. Where we at, Kenny? We on Facebook, we on YouTube, Tumblr. We ain't got Allie no more to keep track, so y'all gotta find us a little bit about The Realest Critics. We basically go off on everything that happened in the news this week, especially when, you know what I'm saying, it had to do with like dumb stuff. You know what I mean? The world full of dumb stuff, so we got to bust shot in the head every now and again. To my right, new cast member, Miss Brittany Ford, highly intelligent, slightly insane, but in a good way. To my left, Brianna Bailey, she a rookie. Be easy on her. Give her two episodes, 3 episodes. She gonna be like, yo, yo, yo. And you know what I'm saying? My boy Katie, comic relief, sharp mind. Keep that, you know, those verbal assaults to a minimum, especially when we start talking about China and North Korea. Let's jump on this first topic. They importing terrorists now, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Usually the drones kill them all off, so not that many of them get caught, but they actually found one. Turns out he was Osama bin Laden's son-in-law. Anybody associated with bin Laden, I guess, makes the news. They done brought this dude to Lower Manhattan and got him, you know, sitting basically right next to Ground Zero, you know, for his court dates. So, like, the question I have is, the last time they did it, it was Khalid Sheikh Mohammed. The public got up, was outraged, like it ain't finna happen. They shipped his butt to Cuba. What you think should happen with this dude?
I think they should get him out of the United States as soon as possible, especially with, like, the rise of threats to the U.S. So it could be, I don't know, I'm a conspiracy thinker sometimes, so maybe, you know, they brought him in a certain way and he has a plan to escape or something. Who knows? Like
a Spielberg movie?
Yeah.
Like the Russians plotting.
Way too many movies. Way too many movies.
The Russians plotting on breaking his cat out of jail.
Yeah. I think he should stay. Obviously he made an attack against American soil, so this is where he should be charged. I mean, we're always asking for justice, so why can he not stay? I mean, if they were going to get him, they would have got him by now. Or if they were going to attack us to get him, they would have got it by now.
So, they not on the way?
I don't think...
He ain't got a rescue squad.
Like, how long has he been here? Like, how long has he been in Manhattan?
I don't think they're going to make it.
You ain't got no rescue squad.
Right, if he does.
Right, he's America, man. You can't get away from us.
I mean, for whatever reason, you know, they kept him in Cuba in the first place. You know, it's a good reason for that.
That was the other dude. That was
I agree that, you know, we want him to stay. We want to give him the justice that we think, you know, not him justice, but we want justice for what happened in our country. But at the same time, it's an iffy situation. They might need to get him up out of here, you know.
I think they should lock him in Starbucks. You know what I'm saying? And American his ass to death, man. Like, wouldn't that be just retribution? No,
not Starbucks. Not Starbucks.
You gonna love America.
Send him to a NASCAR event.
Hey,
you know what I mean?
Hey, I'm a country girl at heart. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
so you understand where I'm coming from?
I be watching. I'm not gonna lie. I be watching that kind of shit sometimes. I'm just saying.
Damn
but
right.
I think that because they shipped the other guy off to Guantanamo Bay, I don't see why he just can't hang out till, you know, it could be like 16 blocks with no Steph.
Oh, that was, yeah, trying to get him to the next spot.
It could be like, you know, do something like that.
That is genuine, man.
Right.
Oh no, I ain't even really think to take down his name. I really don't care what your name is, man. You know, right. I'm just like really thinking about the American response. Like, you think the Republicans gonna wild out?
Don't they always want
Right.
They should. Might as well.
For whatever reason.
Right. Don't they have an attitude about something all of the time?
I'm just glad he ain't black, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? If they would have went over somewhere like Somalia or something, captured the terrorists and brought him here, that would have been, you know what I'm saying?
If they'd have went over in Somalia somewhere, he wouldn't made it.
Right, he wouldn't have made it
water,
right?
He would have been hanging out with his father-in-law.
We wouldn't even heard about how he got murdered.
Man, nah. This dude needs to take his ass to Somalia.
Right.
Dennis Rodman, you know what I'm saying? He went over the weekend to visit Kim Jong-un, the new leader of North Korea, and he came back to America on the Sunny Talk shows like, yeah, Kim Jong is cool. You know, he just wants the president to give him a call, and you know what I'm saying? Everything can be good. Call the North Korean dictator, Barack Obama, please. But the question I have is, you know, basically the North Koreans is threatening to attack us now because the UN has slapped sanctions on them. So it's like, basically, Dennis Rodman, you got played. He was manipulated by the North Koreans. He came over here talking about they were cool, and then now they want to go to war. So, like, if you were Dennis Rodman, how would you feel, man?
Apparently, Obama didn't call.
Apparently not.
He didn't get that message.
Yeah.
Maybe Jay-Z could have got Barack Obama to call Kim Jong, but I don't think Dennis Rodman got that connect.
I don't know. You know, like when you were in school and that like really popular girl talked to you that one time, and she like turned around and didn't talk to you anymore. You know, it's like, but like that's really what it is. Like that's how pissed he is. Like that popular girl probably talked to him that one time, and he was like, oh shit, I'm in the cool group now, and then like they never talk to you anymore. That's probably how mad he is. Like ugh. Or you know, like the cute boy asked you to prom and then he didn't show up.
Yeah, never.
That's probably how it went.
I mean, does Dennis Rodman even have a brain? That's what I don't understand. Like, are we even worried about what he had to say? You know what I'm saying?
Like, did he even go over there on some politics stuff?
Right.
Or did he just go over there just to hang out?
He went over there to play basketball.
Right, and even then, like, the Harlem Globetrotters isn't even really a basketball team.
Right, exactly.
So
Is that the basketball they were watching?
Dennis Rodman is a spectacle in
Yes.
himself. That's all he
That's
is.
what he went over there for.
That's crazy.
Like,
Yeah.
That is crazy. The Harlem Globetrotters.
exactly. They're not even a team. What do you do over there?
I mean, it's entertaining, you know what I'm saying, for your local arena, but damn, if you're across season, you want to know what basketball is like, you're not going to know it viewing the Harlem Globetrotters.
No.
That's damn near a ballet, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Choreography or
I
whatnot.
wouldn't say ballet. Maybe like the clown at a little kid's party. Like
Right, ballet's a little sophisticated.
Right.
They have been around for a while, though. Don't
Yeah.
you know, don't
No,
count
we
us
love the
too
Harlem
soon.
Globetrotters.
Absolutely. Get your tickets on sale.
And entertainment.
Right.
And that's why Dennis Rodman played for him.
How much you think they paid this dude to make a fool of himself?
Dennis Rodman?
Yeah.
Wait, who paid him?
You know the Koreans had to pay him something.
Easily $1 million. Over.
Whew.
Easily.
I
could have
don't
been
know. I think he was
compelled
just.
to
I
sit.
think he was catfished. I think they got him. I think they got him. Like
Dang.
true story. Like I think he went over there on smooth like business. Like you're gonna go over here and Harlem Globetrotters gonna ball it out, whatever.
Wow.
And then they got him. Like catfished him. I swear.
When he had said something about that, if he didn't get his money.
No.
No?
It's Dennis Rodman. Like he's trying to get his popularity back. He
Right,
showed
that's
up.
right.
Okay,
Yeah,
the last
true.
thing people know him from is celebrity
Rehab.
Like,
Jeez.
is that where you're at? Like, is
Really?
that celebrity rehab? Globetrotters? Like, come on. Like, we need to.
Now we hanging
I don't
out
know
in
if that's an
North Korea.
upgrade or a downgrade, but whatever.
He gonna be the first player cut from the Globetrotters.
Right.
He probably, you know what I'm saying, escaped from rehab to go over there. Get it together, Robin, man, you know. Now, this one I don't like at all. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing the name of them right. I could care less. French fashion magazine Numero. They made up this 16-year-old white model by the name of, I'm putting you on blast, Andrea Harden, in brown paint and African-inspired attire, and had a pose under the title African Queen. The question I have is, you know what I'm saying, we already know that's disrespectful. Okay, if you don't think it's disrespectful, whatever your position of, if it is disrespectful, like if it's effed up, like what does that say about that entire industry? Because, you know, Fashion Week up in New York was a couple weeks ago, right? And it was something like what was the percentage
It was
of the models?
86% of the models were white, 6% were black, and then 3% were the other. Like,
Right, everything
remaining was other.
Everything
So,
else.
yeah, I mean, how I feel about this, it's heart-wrenching, really, because I feel like I thought we came to a time where, you know, we were getting past this in the fashion industry, but,
Yeah,
you know,
right.
you get back to this, you know, this ad, you know, where they had to paint a white model black, you know, and on
French.
Tumblr, I saw a comment, they said, you know, why cast a black model when you can just paint a white one, you know, so I feel like with that comment, it's some type of animosity towards the black race, in a sense, and, you know, there's plenty of beautiful, you know, African-American models who would have portrayed this or what they were trying to portray in a much better manner. So I feel like maybe it's not as serious as, you know, people are taking it, but I feel like there's definitely some type of dark message behind it.
I'm not too Europeanly inspired, but I would like to know like what the breakdown is as far as racially the way acceptance is or acknowledgement, inclusion.
Nobody like
in
nobody.
France. What I do know is, which I believe that the French are quite put off by everything. Those doggone magazines always doing something crazy. They was the ones involved with like satirizing Muhammad. You know what I'm saying? Had everybody up in arms. Of course, Princess Diana. It was something else. They the ones who took a picture of Kate Middleton topless. So it seems like the French media is a monster. For this magazine in particular,
I'm not disrespected. I know that sounds weird, but I'm not. I look at it as a little girl playing dress up. That's the way I look at it. She decided to pretend to be black that day, and I feel honored that she decided to pretend to be black that day. To put on something that she wasn't, I feel honored that she took it that far to pretend to be something she could never be, to be me.
I'm looking like more
so that I think it's great. Like if I understand where everybody's coming from to be like disrespected, but at the same time, like she took the energy to pretend to be something that she could never be, and I think that's awesome.
Yeah, I respect that view, but I think it's more in terms of like the people who cast her.
Even then, like you have to understand, like we're still like hundreds of years behind of where we should be about everybody being accepted racially. So even if they did cast a black person, it wouldn't have been the typical African American queen that you would have been looking for. She would have been just the same size, and she probably would have been
had just the same features.
Not really, because if you look at the picture, you can tell. You can see the paint. You can see how artificial it looks, and that's what I'm saying.
But like so. That's just like them putting on thousands of makeups to become like different animals and stuff. She decided to play dress up that day. Like
I don't know. I feel like it's just a lot of like there's a lot of heat.
I want to know why
I'm gonna have them dress up as like a Viking queen.
Like I have to,
queen
of
the Vikings.
I know why we have to divide it in that point of like anyway. Like why do we have to make those things be now? Like why do we have to have like BET and Sister and Ebony and those kinds of things? Why is it so important for us to stand out and tell everybody that we're black?
Because I feel like
why is it that big of a deal still?
And especially there's a lot of attention on black people in the industry. There's a lot more white actresses than there are black actresses that are even successful, and you get typecast in so many ways. But at the same time,
how many white rappers and R&B singers do you see?
Exactly. So like they all fit into their own category.
I mean the thing on that situation. In other countries, it's not so serious as far as making yourself. You gotta put yourself out there as black, or this black entertainment, or this is a black thing to do or a white thing to do. It's an American, concept.
Right.
It started here as far as the racial. You know what I'm saying? This is that kind of person, and that's that kind of person. Most people stay in their sex, or they're recognized in the neighborhood they grow in, and their family and whatnot. This is the first time, the United States is the first time that concept became relevant. In this case, I think the distastefulness I find is African Queen. That's a bit much. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
this was meant to be African Queen. It was just like a random African person.
It is. It's like I could say if somebody dressed up like Queen Elizabeth. If a black girl dressed up like Queen Elizabeth and said Queen Elizabeth, it wouldn't, that's distasteful as far as what they're.
They should have got that little 9-year-old girl who was, nominated for that Oscar.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
A lot of stuff.
That would have been
very tasteful.
Yeah,
but at the same time, there are South Africans who are white.
Yeah, so but this was a specifically African queen, and they
dressed up
so technically, she could have been white.
No, and Africa
is African queen.
Yeah, she can be white because technically Africa is a continent, not a country.
She's saying if she was a white
South African, or even she could have been Egyptian because Egyptians are from Africa.
But I'm saying,
so why does her like? So what if they put a white girl on there and put African queen at the bottom? Somebody else would have been just as pissed. So they tried to
what, a black girl?
If they put a white girl with African queen at the bottom.
That's basically what they
did. Yeah. I think that's the problem.
If they would have left her white and put African queen at the bottom, wouldn't even bigger
and
deal.
I think that's the major problem as far as like, especially and again, it's prevalent here in America. Like when you say African queen, they talking about black women.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it probably isn't disrespectful to most.
Hold up. Now ain't no
There's
more.
a
And
lot,
then,
man.
you know, it's other things going on in the world. Even though I despise, you know, I ain't gonna say our image being exploited by non, you know what I'm saying, representatives of us. It's the French. Their relationship with, you know, people, black folks, foreigners, whatever. They got dealing with a lot of, you know, people coming into the country now. Their relationship with, you know, black people or, you know, non-Caucasian French people in their nation is different from America. That's why, you know, I don't think that they were coming from the perspective that that's, let's say, a magazine down in Alabama that would do the same thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I don't think it's perceived that way. I do think it's distasteful, but we got to jump on to this next one, man, because they trying to play my boy. Nah, he ain't my
Chris,
boy.
yeah, I love Chris Brown. I have.
They
to
trying to
I
play
love
Chris
I
Brown,
love you,
y'all.
Chris.
They claim he was wilding out over $10 that a valet told him to give him at a charity bowling event in L.A. Now, I checked out the video, and based on what I saw, I don't think he was wilding out at all. I think, you know, he should have kind of like maybe smacked the dude or, you know, got right, you know, just not assault him,
Not
you know
no
what I'm
more.
saying?
Right.
But like,
Anybody else could have
Don't mess
said
up your
it.
parole, man.
is it
Like,
assault
the
if you like
15
throw a
other
water bottle at
people
somebody?
were
Maybe you could have
there.
like,
Chris Brown can't do nothing.
That's what I'm saying, and that's why I feel like they were trying to test him. Chris Brown has been through so many of this, and Chris Brown is one of my favorite artists, and I actually have, you know, kept up with the things that have been happening to him as far as so many people trying to test him. He's gone through so many bashes on Twitter, people just come out of nowhere bashing him. You know, some girl claimed she stole a cell phone, didn't really steal a cell phone, you know. And coming down to this, you know, why is the guy asking him for $10? He has a $500,000, probably possibly more car than that. So really he wasn't worried about this $10. Giving my keys to my Porsche is what he was concerned about. You know, and
But
this
if it was
guy
that big of a
provoking
deal,
him.
like if you wanted your keys so bad, why didn't you just fork over the $10?
Exactly, you know, he got so much money. Who says he had $10
Right.
in his pocket? He
But
could have had credit cards,
even
you
then,
know?
like his bodyguard paid up the $10 anyway. So why are you still causing the scene? Like you already had
Men and
somebody,
their egos.
Like
I think it
that's
was
the part
all
that,
about that dude. Like, you know, when you move like that, you move on your own time. You know what I'm saying? It's your time. You have 6, 7 foot, 400-pound people around you, so they can push the rest of the world out of the way, so you can move on your own time. I think he was more, you know what I'm saying, incensed by old boy basically trying to hold him up. He like, yo, I'm getting ready. I'm ready to leave.
Right,
Give
right.
me my keys. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Dude, like, give me $10. I'm like, hold up, man. The car that I'm driving in, you know what I'm saying? He could have probably ran the dude over. You know what I'm saying? And, I mean, I understand he got
But Chris Brown can't
legal
do that.
issues, right? But
right, and you know, like that's the other
That would've
thing.
drove
Like
me
you
up a
already know
wall,
that the
wall,
world
wall.
is watching you
Right.
under a microscope. Why do you keep playing?
I
with
mean,
this?
but
Like, why do you
he's
keep
frustrated.
getting that?
Very
He's frustrated. And I'm not saying it's right. Like,
Right, I totally
but obviously he
understand.
hasn't, you know,
Right,
has
he
anger
has.
issues.
Right,
and
he
whatnot.
has not gotten over the fact that people are still going to.
Exactly.
You know, but at the same time, like nobody forgave those other people either. Like we are still harp on Ike Turner for whooping Tina's ass. Like nobody's letting that go either.
Right,
So
I mean,
at the same time, and then like
you got
keep,
a long road ahead, Chris.
You keep like, you know, continuously putting yourself out into where people are going to keep bringing that up to remind you, like, oh, you know, he just went
Right.
off on this guy. He obviously has anger issues, and here it goes.
I mean, I don't think he should not be out there. He should tread carefully. You know what I'm saying? Because for whatever reason, I hear people talk about Chris Brown all the time, and they never talk about the music. They never talk about the talent. They always talk about how,
What he's doing, you
I
know?
wish I
Right,
could
that's
see
a
Chris
lot.
Brown, so it's people out there just gunning for him.
Right, and then
People
For what
set
he
up
did.
rallies just to hurt him. One guy said he wanted to pay somebody $100,000 or something just to beat him up. For what?
And, you know, and then at that point, I would step up, like,
That's extreme.
bring your ass.
Right,
Like,
right,
You know,
right,
like,
right.
okay,
But
we're
he
gonna
can't
do
even
this.
do that,
We're
you
gonna
know
do
what I
this.
mean?
Okay,
Yeah.
well, bring your ass, and we'll
He
see
can't even
where
do
it
that.
goes
And
from
then the
here.
club
got the
fight, you guys
bodyguard.
see that big chunk he suffered through? He got like somebody threw a,
Like
come
again,
on
like
now.
that's the like you have to quit putting yourself in those kinds
He
of
didn't,
situations.
and I respect him for that. He removed himself from that situation very calmly. Very common.
Well, she talking about like being
Like,
in those
being
settings.
in those like settings.
He
like,
gotta
you
do
know,
it.
Why
Like,
should he have to?
that.
Why should he have to?
Right.
How could he
Just so
escape
you know
that?
what I'm saying.
Okay,
The world
well,
ain't got.
quit beating your girlfriend in public, and this wouldn't be
That
a
happened
problem.
one time.
Okay,
And
no,
they're very
I'm
much
sorry.
happening
I'm sorry.
together.
Time out. Stop it. That did not happen the one time. They have
Again,
whooped each other's ass
I haven't
previously.
I haven't been in their room.
And I'm gonna say,
I don't know
and
what
I'm
happened.
gonna say they have
Yes, exactly.
whooped each other's
So
ass,
right, they
Right.
have
and
whooped
they
each
nobody
other's
mad at
ass.
Rihanna
Right.
for beating up Chris
Right,
Brown.
exactly. No, that's like that's why I
And
have
I just
like.
want to say, I mean, he sung his hearts all over the world tonight. Don't hit that man. Don't punch on him. I would,
You know,
but
like that's the same way I feel. Like it probably like they've done.
I would
it,
tell
you
Chris-
know,
I would
they've
tell
battled
Chris
it
to
out
tread careful.
before,
I would tell.
and that night got the best of him, and she got the best of it.
I say
and
go hard in the paint,
go-
man.
You know,
I
I'm
would
just
no.
saying,
I would tell him
like,
to tread carefully because if I mean,
Definitely.
for real, they
Yeah.
trying to send this man back to jail.
I want to
Yeah,
hear.
Yeah,
They
but
want
he
him
doesn't,
under
he
the
doesn't
jail.
have to
I want to
like
hear more music.
break the
so
law.
please
Like
do.
it's a big difference between not
Personally.
breaking the law and like you
And
know
that's
what
what
I'm
I'm
saying.
talking
That's
about.
the
Tread
thing.
carefully on as far as breaking the law.
But I'm
you know what
saying he
I'm
can
saying?
still
saying,
like move
put
freely.
yourself.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying like I understand like the whole moving freely thing, but put yourself with people in groups of things and things where you know you're not going to get set off, and the
How did he
people
know
aren't
this
going to.
guy was going to ask him for 10
Right.
tips?
Seriously, okay.
You gotta be
know
afraid
that?
of the
How could he
valet.
have
You might as
planned
well
that?
not even
Not
come
a valet,
outside.
Impulse. Somebody saying, "Give me $10."
Yeah, the valet, that's a different
impulse.
story.
You know
He's
what
gonna
I'm
be
saying?
facing stuff like that no matter
Yeah,
where he
right.
goes.
But at the same time,
But
like,
everywhere
but
he
going to the clubs and going
Right.
places where scenes are
Stay away from,
automatically
Drake.
going to break,
Is that what you said?
places
Stay
that
away
are
from
automatically
Drake.
going to break out. Like you have to. I don't know.
Drake just mad because he couldn't
Yeah.
get Rihanna.
That's
what it is.
controversial.
Oh, this is me being, you know what I'm saying, like fake sympathy or what's the word I'm looking for? My heart goes out.
Right.
I'm empathetic. My heart goes out. Miley Cyrus, she was photographed
She was
out
Hannah
in LA.
Montana, man.
Hannah Montana.
Hannah Montana.
You know what I'm saying? Was photographed out in LA without her engagement ring.
Maybe she was
Causing
just getting it
speculation.
resized.
What?
Maybe she lost some weight and she was getting it resized.
Maybe.
You know, a lot of pregnant women take their rings off because I'm just saying.
What happened?
Okay, keep going.
Right, you two people. She went basically it's led to speculation that you know what I'm saying her upcoming nuptials to the Hunger Games actor, what's his name, Neil something, Liam something. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, the cute
Needham.
one.
He was the one that was left behind in the Hunger Games. They're speculating that the marriage is going to be put on hold. I really don't care. What I do care about is if they do get married, how long do you think they're going to
He
stay
cheated
together?
on her, right?
Yeah.
You first find that out.
Oh yeah, he cheated on her with January Jones. January Jones. Is that the right word? January Jones.
Well, she's an actress.
from Mad Men.
Mad Men, there you go.
January
who?
Jones from
A
Mad
woman.
Men.
He cheated on a woman. That's what it gets down to. He cheated on her. And
Yeah,
that's why they're
yeah.
Well, to begin with, didn't she steal him from his girlfriend when they were filming the last song or whatever?
Is that how their relationship
Yeah, that's how it started
off?
because he was in a serious relationship in Australia, and then while they were filming the last song, the movie that they were in together,
Yeah.
she swooped in.
Oh, really?
And
It's
so,
Miley
I mean,
Cyrus,
what
she
comes
can do
around
it.
goes around. But at the same time, I could, marriage is something that you have to step into, wholeheartedly. If you, it's not like you can't Chris Humphries and Kim Kardashian this shit, okay? You have to, take it seriously. And that's what I don't think people of our generation understand is that,
You're absolutely right.
it's not something you just leap into because you think
I
it's
wanna get
cool.
married.
Right, it's not dress up. This is true
Yeah.
life.
But
you
know,
have to,
if you notice, the couples that you ever see them 1,000-year-old couples, they've been married for 900 and
Right,
82 years, right? Which lets you know they got married when they were 18. You don't see people being married for a long time who had got married when they were in their 50s. It seemed to me the people who stay married the longest are the ones who effed up and got married at, you know what I'm saying, 17.
My grandparents, they just celebrated their 60th wedding anniversary, I think. I don't know, they're old. But anyway, they got married young. And all of my aunts and uncles, they all got married young too. But the difference between them and us is that they had to back then. They had no choice. Lifespans were shorter. Yeah. There was nothing for them to do. They were going to wars back then. Mm-hmm. Now we're doing it for the dress and the big party. I swear to God, it's just like teen pregnancies. Back then, it was now we're doing it because we think it's fun.
Generation?
Right, well, my grandparents are part of the baby boomers.
Is this another baby? Because I feel
our
are there more
I'm a
babies
teen
being
parent.
born?
I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
you know.
I wouldn't have known
Team,
that.
I don't know.
Do you?
I'm a teen parent, but yes, like those who, me and the rest of us who think like it's cool to be teen mom, it's not. Like this isn't the movies. This isn't like True Life. Get it together. Like
Right.
we're now doing it just because we think it's cool and it's not.
Yeah.
So that's
You're
where.
a hot mama.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think marriage should definitely be
It depends on the
held very
people.
special. You know what I mean? And like you should really like be a best friend with somebody. You know, like be best
Right.
friends with somebody before and thoroughly
That's
get to
smart.
know them. You know,
Right.
and so you can connect with them, you know, in all types of level. But when you just see somebody and then they're so physically beautiful and, you know, you just want to get married, blah, 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 right away, then, you know. So that's, yeah.
I'll tell you
That's how I
what. I don't know too much about marriage, but I saw Miley Cyrus, and I'm sorry to my children and whatnot, but I saw her on the magazine, and I just want to say I would like to.
Was it the Cosmopolitan one?
I
She
guess.
looked good. She
Yeah,
had
she
short hair.
did. Yeah, I bought it.
Hold on now. I just want to say that somebody should give Miley Cyrus my number and let her know I would like to take her home and make her my African queen.
That is a mouthful, to say the least. I don't know. I like Miley Cyrus, as do the rest of the world. As long as she doesn't, you know, go by way of Lindsay Lohan and just get,
Yeah.
you know, way off kilter.
Yeah.
America will always love her. As far as the, you know, marriage is concerned, I mean, she's rich. They're both rich for the most
And who
part.
knows? They might get back together
Is he
because
rich?
Kirsten,
Well,
what's that?
he on his
The
way.
Twilight
Yeah,
people.
he could-
Man,
They cheat on each other. The Kirsten, she cheated on him like 2 times, and I think they're still together.
Yeah,
So,
they like
you
broke
know,
up and got back together. It
Yeah,
was,
and
that's
so
a lot.
she had a whole
But at the
public
same
scandal,
time,
too.
it depends. Again, marriage and relationships are the things that like it depends on the people and their kinds
Yeah.
of things. Like I can't pass judgment on you because you want to get married at 18. Just know what you're getting into, point blank. Because even adults, Kim Kardashian, point blank, like this is her 3rd marriage.
You find your soulmate now?
Right, you know, like and
Is Kim Kardashian an adult?
I wouldn't say that either.
Right.
I wouldn't say that
It might-
either.
it might be Arrested
That's
Development.
questionable, right? But like
I know
again,
one
like,
thing that's a dope about her. Well, 2 things: her ass and her money. So even if
Right.
she's not,
She's doing
you know
the
what I'm
empire.
saying? She's
Right.
definitely on top of the world.
Right.
On
She
top
got
of the
Kanye
world.
on her team, so she's gonna be.
I'm giving that like 3 months after that
3
baby is
months?
due, and then that is it. Because
I mean,
even
He
now,
said he was in love with her when she was married to that guy, so maybe he does really see something.
yeah,
in her,
but
who knows?
you have to take into account that she is what is the word I'm looking for?
She's a hopeless romantic.
That and she is stupid as fuck.
There's no
Okay.
way you.
She got
There's
money.
no
you know what I'm saying? I
way.
don't feel like you
She's
gotta.
dumb
she's
as
making
that
money.
deal.
There
but
is
she's
no
the smart.
way.
Like I have to give her like her business
Right.
sense is
Okay,
smart
okay,
because
that's all I'm
yeah,
saying.
Act dumb.
her
She
business,
turned
like, I
her
can't even-
sex tape
I can't
into
even no.
an
Her
empire.
mother turned that sex tape into an empire because the Kardashians got originally. Because nobody knew who the Kardashians were before that sex tape came out.
Well, they
because-
knew who they were because of her dad and everything.
Right,
but
but
they
no,
weren't
they didn't know
on
who
the
they.
level,
Yeah, they didn't
not
know
on
who
the
they
popular
were.
level.
Like that's two totally different
But
things.
her
and
mother
his-
has been
Right.
gold digging for quite a while.
Yeah.
She got
Mom
real
wanna-
good
They
at
just
it.
had a divorce
Mom,
too. Kris
mom
Jenner
wants
and-
to.
Really? I think
Mom
they're
wants
about
to
get divorced.
manage Kanye.
Right, and then at the other,
She good
and
manager.
then at-
She know how to make money.
Apparently,
Yeah, right, but at the other part, like, I don't know. I don't think he's gonna be along for a while because Kanye is one of those people who like to,
keep it moving.
right, and
Just like we
please,
finna-
and
keep it
please
moving.
his friends. And-
But
I wouldn't
I
say
think
that.
I think in this whole situation, I kind of believe that Kanye trying to keep up with Jigga or whatnot, and Jigga found his, and I kind of believe that Kanye gonna try to make it work. I
What's
do.
her name?
We'll
Kim.
see.
Kim,
Because, I mean, he knows
Kim
all her,
Kardashian
you
is
know
not
what I'm saying? Like, stuff that's
Beyonce.
happening.
She not.
About
She
the
not.
sex
But
scandal.
she
But
might
close.
be to Kanye.
Yeah,
She
he
could
put
be
that
close.
all aside and said, "Yeah, I still, I'll be out with you in public and stuff like that." And he knows everything
rich.
that,
Right.
So.
On that
Money will
note,
make you do
who get the
crazy
last word? Last word. I got the last word.
Chris Brown, keep staying strong, please.
Oh, yeah.
Please,
Yeah,
for me.
yeah, no doubt.
I want to hear more music.
Okay,
Miley Cyrus.
that's reasonable. That's definitely reasonable.
And Miss
who
Rodman,
I'm a-
please go back to rehab. Maybe you can
That's
get
a good
another
one.
job the second time around.
That's a good one.
Take it one day at a time.
Right.
And get that terrorist MF down to Guantanamo ASAP.
Right.
Because next time I'm in Lower Manhattan, I don't want to see his ass. You see what I'm
16 blocks,
saying?
I'm telling you. 16
Straight
blocks.
up. And there you have it. This is season 3, first episode, new cast, Brittany, Brianna, say hi. Y'all see how it goes down. Realist Critics. Hit us up on, where is Allie at? Where are you, Allie?
Facebook,
at the
Twitter,
Realist Critics.
Tumblr.
You know what I'm saying?
And all that new
Realist Critics.
stuff.
All that stuff.
Somebody gonna Instagram it. We gonna be Instagramming
Right.
and all the rest of them. Until next time, stay out of world trouble. Y'all never do, but I'm gonna keep saying it. We out. One.